this connection.
It is what it is.
Ooh.
Yo, the SD from Floyo. He just jumped into like Smashville's top or bottom there.
Got pineapple. That's old school melee. Unfortunateness. It's not even a word.
That's that N64 tech. Kirby just spit him up under the stage.
All right, Diddy with the bread and butter.
Yo, the down B. That's a weird usage of that to escape like Diddy Kong. I actually like it.
So the down B, probably Yoshi's most punishable move, but a lot of like newer Yoshis will spam that when they get into a tight spot. It's just what they learn to do against newer players.
That's at like beginning level Yoshi.
It is a beginning level, but people forget that that's even a move Yoshi can use. You'll see like Amsel break that out in Melee every once in a while. In this game, I feel like the frame lag ending when you hit the ground could actually be higher, so it's not as punishable. So you can throw that out there every once in a while.
The only time I ever really see it like you get a lot of usage is A, when you're way up high and like you want to punish someone for getting greedy. B, using it out of egg lay to set up something like out of it. And as Yoshi uses up B, he loses jumps out of it. Like he loses like height each time he uses it.
Right. Not having a triple jump has always been rough for Yoshi in every single Smash game, and they've kind of given him that boost now.
Sort of, yeah.
It's not a jump. It's more of a horizontal recovery. It feels almost like you have the length to come back, like if you were a Diddy Kong or not Diddy, I'm sorry, Donkey Kong or Bowser, you know.
But
mostly horizontal. It's better than nothing. He's had nothing for years. Just the easiest character to gimp, straight down.
Well, he had Rising in Brawl too. But the thing is, like, most characters get their up B back when they're hit. He doesn't. Like, he continues to lose the same distance.
Yeah, meanwhile, Diddy Kong's speed, like, one of the things Yoshi, I think, got in this game compared to others is he's a little bit faster than he used to be in a lot of regards.
His Nair is frame 3, man.
Yeah, and Diddy just kind of straight up negates a lot of that with how quick the character is.
I'd like to see, I don't know, I haven't seen Floyo taking great use of the Nair in this matchup yet. It'd be interesting to see if he can like kind of adapt into that and maybe punish JJ for getting a little greedy with it. Because it's frame 3, so like a lot of what normally is true on most characters, Yoshi can Nair to break out of.
That's true. And right now, JJ's just aerial spacing has been doing so much damage and just little combos to Floyo. It's going to be very hard for him to just recover from this as the forward smash goes ahead and kills Yoshi there. He's only gotten a couple of offensive moves, and he's just kind of been on the run up in the air the whole time.
Yeah, JJ's just playing really strong right now.
Well, Diddy Kong just, for a lot of characters, is just a very rough matchup. He's beatable.
Oh, he's not anywhere near what he used to be either.
Yeah, that's the scary part if you really think about how this game was at one point in time.
He lost his loss of kill power really confirms him as a speedster with banana tricks. Like, he doesn't have a lot of early kill potential.
He does have a little bit of gimp potential, though, on a character like Yoshi. And you saw him use some of that in the last game with the peanut gun and the bananas. You can really mess with your character's recovery.
There's a couple characters he really, like, hurts that way, and, like, Captain Falcon's one of them, Link's one of them. But, like, against a lot of characters, it's not going to end up being something that kind of is taken into effect.
I'm actually a little bit personally surprised that affects Link, because he kind of has the counter projectile game, but maybe that doesn't work the same way in this.
Well, I'm saying off stage.
Okay, fair enough.
And then, yeah, we just see JJ, like, he's just going in right now, and Floyo is, I don't know, man, he's just having a really hard time dealing with JJ. This is the JJ that we've been missing from the Midwest scene this past couple weeks. Yeah, and he's been playing kind of weak.
It feels like JJ is kind of using this as like he's been in training. He's using this as a warm up for tomorrow.
That's what it is. I think it's kind of turning into it for a lot of these top players who are pretty certain they're going to come out top seed. I think at this point it looks like JJ's almost testing new games.
Well, you got to do what you got to do. You got to learn against some kind of amount of talent.
Yeah, and like 161 for Yoshi right now, that first stock for JJ was huge.
Yoshi gets back on stage, avoids the peanut gun.
Peanut priority is terrible.
That's true.
Everything beats Peanut.
Although, it really does kind of hurt the way that Yoshi defends his egg recovery. Because part of Yoshi's game is like sometimes you can just get some of that extra damage as you're recovering just as a bonus. and Diddy can just straight up negate that.
Well, no, the eggs go through Peanut clean.
Really?
Yeah, Peanuts lose to everything.
Wow, that's awful. It's necessary, but it's awful. Not as bad as how Pac-Man gets beat by like 12 characters. That's why
By just like one move on 12 on like a few characters.
yeah, we Fit Trainers neutral B beats every one of Pac-Man's items just by tapping the button. It's even the key. It's super bad.
JJ's movement also just like he's on point today. Maybe not so much in doubles. After seeing doubles played out, like you really learn like that there are those players that just do so well in doubles, and then there are top players like JJ and Akira who doubles really isn't their thing. They're good at it, but they're good at it because they're so good singles players.
They're good technical players. They've got wonderful fundamentals, and players like JJ and Akira are very good at punishing the individual game, and so they're not used to the whole teamwork aspect. Doubles is just a whole lot of teamwork. Like watching False Guitar earlier, in some of their doubles matches, you could see there was one matchup they had where they had a 6-move combo when they were in midair, just back and forth on a Diddy, and it ended in an up air from Sheik to kill. And it was just...
That's disgusting.
It was absurd. And some players just aren't used to working like that with other guys. Sometimes it's all about finding the right player, too. Because, you know, guys like JJ and Akira will team with guys like JJ and Akira, and they don't necessarily have the best teamwork together.
Yeah, that's a huge thing in doubles. And honestly, it's...
Well, look at Bo and Demitis. They won doubles last time. I know the crowd loves Demitis, but Demitis isn't necessarily, like, top 5 in the state.
And actually, I think he made it to, like, 7th.
He did.
In the LSPR.
Yeah, he made it far. But, like, when you're thinking who's going to win an event, Demitis doesn't always jump into your head. And neither does Bo, for that matter. But both of them just had such exceptional teamwork.
Yeah, they played really well together.
Sorry to get a little bit off topic. I feel like JJ's running away with this a little bit.
A little bit.
And Yoshii, Floyo has brought it to 1 stock. So that's at least something. You never know when you can get a gimp in.
Hey, man, he can always land that nose.
You could.
Get that Toucan Sam. Hit him with a decongestant.
Does Sturm actually call it the Sturm special when he's on stream? You don't get to name moves after yourself when you can't make it out of pools.
Yo, barely missed it. That's going to be it.
Yeah, the up smash.
All right, JJROCKETS taking it 2-0. Good stuff from him. Seems like Floyo's going to have to work on that. He's going to have to work on, just in general, his Diddy Kong matchup.
All right, and then up next.
Up next is Chevy versus Santo.
Oh, that's a good one. Chevy got skills. He's saying mentally right now we don't